your first client for your SaaS business. If you are watching my videos today, you're probably wondering how to get your first client. If you're looking to grow your software as a service based business with high level, then you're in the right place. Today, I want to talk to you about how I got my first client and what I would do differently to get my first client starting my SaaS business. I'm very, very blessed to be able to actually attract awesome clients and customers into my world, and my sphere of influence is so awesome. And of course, that took some time to do. But I just recently, well, not recently anymore. It's been about a year and a half now. But when I first started building my SaaS business with high level, I actually just started talking about it. So I want to encourage you, if you're still feeling like I'm still don't really know that much about it, I got to learn all the things, just start sharing with people what you're doing. I literally did not know anything about high level, and I just started digging into it. I just got super excited about learning all of the features, and maybe actually that kind of held me back from moving faster in my business. But in order to get your very first client for your SaaS business, you need to show up to blow up. Okay. And I bring that up because I was recently on a call with a friend of mine, CJ. Hi, aloha, CJ. And he gave me a call and he was like, I remember that you used to say that like now years ago. I've been actually online in my online marketing journey and doing marketing and strategies for 15 plus years. If you've been following me, then thanks for being here. If you've been following me that long, 15 years, I believe now. I can't believe it. And for some of you who don't know, I have an older son who's like 22. So I've been doing this around since he was like five-ish. So maybe longer than 15 years. But anyway, so getting back to how to get your first client, you got to show up to blow up. And that has been the theme of the conversation with my clients here, is that you take responsibility. Have you been showing up? Have you been talking about it? This is not a get rich quick like thing. When you build an online business and a brand, you have to show up consistently, and that's one of the things that I'm grateful for. I have gone up and down as far as my show up, but my 2024 game here is about showing up Monday through Friday. That's been my commitment here, right on the dot, 3 o'clock Hawaii Standard Time. So that's why I'm doing here, to share with you some value on how to get your first client. No matter what I look like, I'm like probably sweaty. I don't even really brush my hair. My house is a mess. I got rid of some furniture, so there's like nothing back here. So I'm working on the background, but I'm showing up today. And actually, I'm super excited to share with you a different video on my setup here. So it was kind of a funny thing. I had the movers come to move this couch out, and they saw my ring light and all my gear here. I want to make sure. Hopefully, you guys can hear me. Actually, it was the my Shure mic here said it was orange. So having this mic and everything, it's just a natural thing. You gotta have the equipment, but that also shouldn't hold you back from showing up. Okay, you don't have to have the best equipment. I didn't always have this setup, right? Okay, you can even literally just grab your phone and start documenting. Okay, and that's the most important part. If you're brand new to starting your SaaS business or any business, like you literally just start doing it, right? Start talking about it, be about it. You want to talk about, be about it, and show up for yourself, for your business. I actually shared what I was doing when I first got into high level with a client, and it was actually a past client, and they were wondering what I was doing. I'd worked with them prior to, and then started working with them again. And I said, "Oh, this is what I'm doing. I found this really awesome software that replaces all of these tools." And they were like, "Well, I want that. Like, how can we get started?" And I straight up told them, like, "I'm brand new to this. So this would be like a beta test for you, for me and you, but I can move all of your services and help you save a lot of money on replacing all the tools that you already use." We calculated over $10,000 worth of tools and subscriptions that they were using over the year. And that just, that adds up. And if you're not bringing in the revenue to pay for that stuff, then we're going to go out of business real fast, right? So that is why I love high level white label. And as a feature, I was still brand new, and I am very authentic when it comes to, I'm still learning. We're going to learn together. We're going to build out this whole system for you. There are going to be some hiccups and things like that. So being that straight at forward with your first client, if you feel like want to, you're still kind of learning, right? Obviously, if you do sign up with my affiliate link, you can click the link in the description. We'll also help support you here. You can come into office hours with me and get your answers, your questions answered. High Level does have a great support system, but they also aren't the quickest, to be honest, right? So with a growing company that as quick and fast as they are growing right now, they may not have the best support and timely support for you. So as an affiliate, that's a benefit of being here, signing up with my link and showing up to office hours. You got to show up also if you want to get some help. We're not going to be complainers and go with the system like, well, that's just, and give up. Okay. We're not about giving up. We're about, working with what we got, making it work, and it will definitely, and it has definitely worked for thousands of other people who want to start their own business, or their own SaaS business, or even just being able to run their local business efficiently so that they're not losing leads, right? So that is the big benefit of moving over to a software like High Level for your lead generation and your, marketing tools. So that is my soapbox on that, right? Like, if you're wanting your first client, though, you do need to talk about it. You need to be about it. Pick one of the favorite tools that you like inside of the software, because there's so many, and just start talking about it. And that's why I'm here too. You're going to find here on my YouTube channel, if you're not a subscriber, take a moment. I'll give you a second. Click on the link below. Click on the notification bell so you get notified every day at 3 o'clock Hawaii Standard Time of a new video, and you'll be able to learn more about different features that might help you grow your online business or your brick and mortar business. So I see we have a few friends here who are in solar, who are in coaching, whatever local business that you have. I'm just a biased person here, that it's going to help you. It's going to help you close more leads. And that's the other thing about having a SaaS business, is that they're not going to want to leave. Once they have your website, or once you have set up your website or for the client in High Level, and things that you going to need for your business, they're not going to want to leave. Like, if once you set up their website and it's generating leads, obviously that's going to be the big factor of them generating leads. They're not going to want to stay, they're not going to want to cancel. And that's something I'm super motivated about having High Level as a service, software as a service, is that you're creating this whole nother business model, a whole Netflix business model, subscription based, that we're all used to paying out these other companies. Now you're the Netflix model. Your business is productized as a business that someone cannot let go. They need that to be able to pay their bills, because it's bringing in the leads, right? Exactly. Set up the basics first. Exactly. Get their domain set up. And again, if you need help with your first client, that's one of the greatest, bonuses I can offer you, is like set up your first call, your onboarding call with me. We'll go ahead and set up your account, and then you'll be able to set this up as a SaaS Pro person. If when you sign up for the SaaS Pro, you're going to automatically be able to onboard them automatically. But for your first one, we can definitely help you with that. So yeah, you got to get out there. You got to show up to blow up. And that's also, again, when you're going to do it organically, right? If you're going to, sit around and just think that it's just going to happen, that's not going to happen. You got to take action. I was just actually talking to a client of mine who talks about manifesting and hitting your goals. Okay. It's not going to just happen because you signed up, so you got to do the work. You got to take the action. You got to, put things in place so that these automations can actually work for you and for your clients. Because once you have this set up, it's like, you got it set up. It's passive set. And that's why I say semi-passive. I don't want anybody to be fooled about this being a side hustle or being something that, you're just going to make money quickly. No, you're not going to make money quickly. It's semi-passive. You got to do some of the work, but once it's set up, people are, again, with the subscription model, and go back to that and show you the bigger picture here. You're going to be making semi-passive income with people paying you $297 a month, whatever you want. You can pick and choose what your price point is, but they're paying you a subscription to have that software. Okay. There's going to be some expenses involved if you want to start growing and scaling, and using things like HL Pro Tools or Extendly for your support system, because, I'm only one person too. So having a support system, in addition, paying $300 a month more, depending on how many clients you have, for a white label service for support is going to be such a minimal cost rather than hiring an entire employee that you'd have to pay $2,000 or $3,000 for. No, so we're not about that. So we are about making sure that when you also grab my free training on learning how to start your SaaS business, you're going to learn about these more additional tools on how to get your, more than just one client. We want to have multiple clients. You're going to be able to learn the skills on, on client acquisition, setting up your onboarding, and much more, right? And learning how to really scale your business and become a true legit. And I say legit because I've been doing online marketing and strategy for a long time. And I've been a sole proprietor for many, many years. And now I'm setting up things in systems in place to become, having my LLC. And actually, I might have to move into S corps, but I'm not a tax professional, so definitely discuss this with a tax professional. But you're going to be making so much income here as a SaaSpreneur, where you're going to need to have systems in place, be structured correctly, and maybe even have a business where you're building actual business credit and you can leverage that. I mean, these are much bigger things, but these are things I'm just thinking about, I guess. I'm super excited to even help some of the veterans out there. So again, one of the conversations I had with a friend of mine who is a veteran, we're going to be putting in a business plan for him on starting his SaaS business, right? So leveraging free money out there to start your business, that's so smart. I mean, so this is just things that I'm thinking about, and I want you to start thinking about too. If you're serious or interested in starting your own SaaS business, landing your first client to many, hundreds of clients. And even again, in the big picture, some of my mentors have even scaled to the point where they've exited, right? So learning how to really build a business where that's making you the semi-passive income, and then eventually maybe you get bought out, right? So that is in my vision of really building and scaling a business that could be where someone maybe even wants to buy my company. Ha ha ha, for 2.5 million. That's the number. That's the vision I've been given by my spiritual teachers, actually. So anyways, so let's go. Let's get to your first client. We'll help you do that, and then move on to many, many more, and many more hundreds of other clients coming in automatically while you're doing whatever you want to do. So, that's why we get into business. We become entrepreneurs and become to really have a business where your investment is actually a business that's actually working for itself, right? That's the whole point. If you guys have not read Robert Kiyosaki's the quadrant, the cash flow quadrant, that is the ideal business. Creating a business, not a self-employed, because if you're self-employed, if I don't, do the thing, I don't get paid. If I'm a W-2, if I don't show up to work, I don't get paid, right? You want to actually have a business that's working with or without you, right? And then that your investments is building that as well too. So there's a whole cycle of that. So go and get your first client, talk about it, be about it, show up, post everywhere on your social media, make it so that people are sick of you. We were just talking again to another friend of mine who was just like, no, this person is kind of pushy. What? They're all about it. They're all about their business. And if you don't like it, they can move on. Just like if someone signs up for your list and they unsubscribe, so what? All right, move on to the next one, right? So, that this is what I do. We're gonna be here. If you're on my page for any reason, and you're gonna be sick of me here, and I don't care. You can move on and swipe the other way if you don't want to hear about it. But that's me today. That's my advice on getting your first client, making sure that you're posting every single day. And that's what it takes, right? I mean, you don't want to hear that. That's the truth. You got to show up, you got to post every day. And that's what you're going to have to do if you want to do it organically. Now, if you have some money to invest, that's, you want to have something that's proven as well too. So you want to have some proof of a proven concept in order to start investing, or if you have, and not everybody has the investment funds to start investing in their advertising. But of course you can start doing that. But if you're talking about your very first client, that's what I would do. Start talking to people, posting about it, start doing videos like this, doing little tutorials about different features that would be, a huge benefit to someone. And, you know, and then start asking for referrals too. Start asking some other people who do you know? Who do you know that could use more leads, more sales, and is paying way too much money for all of their subscriptions and items to run their business. Okay. So if they're open to switching, I would definitely do a demo with them, or, show them some tutorials about the software. And that's how you're going to get your first client, right? And let them know, hey, I'm just new, but I'm actually, willing to, help support you and move things over for you. And we can learn this together. So thanks for watching this video. If you want to learn more client acquisition, I can't even say it, client acquisition tips on getting, additional SaaS clients for your business, sign up for the training, get your free trial of High Level, and let's go. Much love and aloha, and we'll see you on the next video.